Hey guys, Rapido Vic here, and we're gonna work on a little bit of something I learned today. If I can get this L camera set just right, and it's probably gonna fight me, but I'm trying. Come on, work with me, work with me, work with me. Yeah, this damn tripod's, it's cheap, it's garbage. I'm trying, guys. Anyways, as long as it don't move. Look, look, look. Nope. Okay, I gotta come up a little bit. On this momentous. Once you guys get a little bit closer in on it. Because what I learned today, thanks to Bug 404, but I'm going to show it since the video is a little bit older. I learned how to disassemble my carburetor. We're going to pull this puppy off a rock chair. So go ahead and get this off. Come on. Come on. And then, see how I don't have much movement? There's not enough movement. So, I'm gonna pull this puppy apart and clean it. Because I'm thinking when that day I kind of stabbed it for a split second and threw all that grass and dirt down in there, it come on. Do it. Yeah. Got a piece of grass or dirt down in there and decided to stick it. So, there we go. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to remove this piece right here. See here? Now watch it, because it's a banjo bolt. You have a washer here, and you have a washer here. See it? Be careful. You don't want to lose either one. So we're going to lay it right here just like that for now. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see it a little bit more. Alright, so what holds this piece in, right here, see it? Let me show you what holds that in right here. This is the idle screw. See it? The idle screw we're going to go ahead and run on out and dig all that dirt out. As you can hear it grinding maybe, because it's grinding. Look at that. That's nasty. Look, that's just nasty. That's nasty. As I'm unscrewing it, you might be able to see all the crud coming out of it. Look at that. Look all that crud is built up in there. Look at that. Yeah, she's dirty. You figure the months I ran it, and I put it away for 20 years, and I pulled it out, but they're beating the brakes off of it. She's dirty. So, and the dogs in the house are going ape shit because they're barking at each other. So, look, there's the idle screw. Alright. And then, I'm going to clean this out. There it goes. That's how it comes apart right here. See the little indentation? That's the idle stop screw that goes here. That's what stops it from coming apart. I did not know that. That's how I couldn't get it apart. So, wow, look at the crud down in there. Look at the dirt. Look at that piece of junk. That's what was stopping it from opening and closing. Wow. Look at the dirt. I don't know if you can see down inside there, but man, there's some dirt down in there, and that's my fault. That was that day I pulled it outside with no air filter on, and I just bumped the throttle a few times just to spin the tires, and I had grass hanging out of the carburetor and everything else. So we are going to clean this puppy out real quick and stop this, because I'm not buying another carburetor. I don't want to have to buy another engine to get a carburetor. If I can clean this out and get it working, That seal's tight, that seal's tight, that seal's tight. If I could spray this out and get this thing actuating correctly, why would I buy another engine when I can just clean it out and run it? That, wait. That piston sleeve is not that old. The rest of the car is antique. But the piston and sleeve is half the age of that one. You figure I put that away 20 years ago after I beat the brakes off of it for a while. 12 or 13 years ago, I bought that piston and sleeve, ran it like just a couple tanks for the kids, the grandkids when they were young, just playing around. Yes, no, I did not break it in. I just beat the brakes off of it. As long as I can get it to work just a little bit longer, that's all I care about. Until I can buy another engine. I'm probably gonna either get a big red or just a cheap Dynamite 28. I'm not sure yet. But I lost a whole weekend to work. I just lost 36 hours on my week not being able to work because I was in the hospital. So if I can get this working, lasting just a little bit longer, I mean just a poquito, a little bit longer, I'll be happy. I got 2 more quarts of fuel in the house that have not been used yet. If I can pull it out and just beat the brakes off of it just a little bit more. I just want to bring the grandkids over here. Well, one grandson keeps asking me, Grandpa, you got it up yet? You got it up yet? Yeah, I got it up. And then I broke it. Yeah, I got it up. And then I broke it. And he keeps going. I want to bring the boy over here probably tomorrow if I can. And I hope it's running. And just let him drive it. Man, he has so much fun. It's just to see his face running it the very first time he ever drove it. He was starting to learn the controller and stuff, and then what happens? We break it. But if I can get it up just a little bit, get my grandkid over here and let him have a little bit of fun. I don't care if I get to run it for 5 minutes. I mean 5 minutes. I don't care. I just want my grandson to be able to run it for a little while. Or maybe one of my other grandkids, my granddaughter. They all came over, they wanted to run it, but it broke on me that day and I wasn't able to. Which is what happens. It happens. It happens. Occasionally, but it does happen. Yeah, I'm a dork, but I'm having fun. I don't care. Just having fun. Just having fun. Non-chlorinated. Remember that. You can use brake clean, non-chlorinated, but it needs to be non-chlorinated. These are your RC parts. Alright? So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to spray the ever-loving piss out of it. Maybe wear a little bit of it. Wow, look at the crud coming out of it. Okay, let me do this. Alright, let's spray that jet out. This side right here, this one right here, sprays the jet out, okay? This one, when you spray this one, that jet inside, it sprays out. I don't know if I can show it without coating the camera, maybe. Ooh, right in my eyes, I'm sorry. God, that burns. That was stupid. Whoa. I don't know if you guys seen it or not, but it coated my eyes, so. Okay. That jet is definitely cleaned out. Alright. Sometimes, as a grown-ass man, we do dumb stuff, but that's okay. Look how clean that is. Look at that. Nice and clean and shiny inside. Look at that. Nice and clean and shiny. So, hey, I'm just glad I was able to figure out how to tear it apart. Thanks to, I just pulled up nitro carburetor teardown, and the Bug 404 came up from 2 years ago, and it showed how to tear down exactly a Mach 26 carburetor, which is what this is. That's what I needed. Had he not done that, I wouldn't know how to do this. So I'm trying to make a video because in case anybody doesn't pull that up, at least they can pull this up and maybe it'll show it. So he helped. I'm trying to help. Just anything that can help anybody. Wow, look at my hand. Tell me that stuff ain't good. It stripped everything off my hand too. So let's get the garbage out of here. Let's clean all this stuff out. Clean all of it out. Clean everything. Fuck it. Just everything. Let's pull the low speed needle out. And we can clean that out too. We're gonna clean everything. Everything you want. Me so horny. So horny. Me so horny. Me love you long time. All right. Let's spray off the low speed needle. The CRC brake clean. The CRC brake clean is crazy. Look at my hand. It strips everything. This stuff is so good. Let's spray off the idle needle. Hopefully I don't disintegrate the freaking O-ring. It's kind of collapsed. I'll check the other one on the other carburetor. Maybe it's okay. Okay, let's pull this apart. Right. Let's pull the high-speed needle out. Go ahead and pull this piece out. Give it a little bit of a bath. Spray up this banjo bolt. Okay, there we go. Let's spray out the high-speed needle. Okay, the high-speed needle. Let's spray this puppy out and coat the phone and me and everything else. There we go. You gotta make sure all the holes are blowed out and everything, and you can see through everything, and everything's nice and clean. Gotta make sure everything's nice and clean. Right. Let's spray out the banjo bolt. Definitely want to make sure that's cleaned out. Yep. Nice and clean, see it? Okay. So, and this is spraying this, since this is completely just a bath of carb cleaner, or brake clean rather. I'm going to clean it off like that. Alright, there we go. Now I'm letting this sit over here and evaporate out of my face, since I'm already getting a little bit woozy. Look how strong that stuff is. When it cleans, it cleans! Alright, let's put this pig back together. So, let's get the OL banjo bolt back together. Like so. Get this piece on here. Like so. Let's go ahead and get her screwed back in like so. Aight. Hoping you guys can see. I'm trying to look at my phone and do this because I still don't have a GoPro yet. I'm working on it, guys. That's where I am. Let's get her tightened back down. Alright. Turn her down. Alright. Now, let's get this stuff over here. So, what we're going to do, we're going to spray with a little bit. Let me pull this back over here. We're going to spray this with a little bit of silicone. Alright. Let's put the high-speed needle back in there. Spray a little bit of silicone, that way it's not dry when you stick it back in. Because she don't like it when it's dry. Trust me. You learned that a lot of years ago. Don't like it when it's dry. Let's screw it back in like so. Come on, get in there. Get in there. There we go. Okay. Now I'm not going to take it back to the factory setting, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go half, 1, half, 2, 2.5. That's all I'm going to set it. Now when I put it back in there, if it's too lean or too rich, I'll deal with it then. Alright? We'll deal with that then. So, now, we're going to put the high-speed needle back in. Nope. Let's stick her back in there. Come on, get her. Get her. Get. Come on. Work with me. Come on. There we go. See? You definitely want the O-rings lubricated when you screw them in, because especially if they're dry, all they're going to do is tear. Now I know when I pulled these out, like right now, it's nice and snug. So I know she's going to be okay. She's not going to leak because she's tight. But with lubrication, she's just spinning. She's not going to... See? She's coming true. See her? See her? Yep. There you go. Nice and tight. Now what I'm going to do, half, 1, half, 2. She's kind of not completely flush, but close. And that's where I'm going to leave her. So, alright. Let's put a little bit of lube on her. Great. Now, you have to make sure this line right here is right in line with the idle screw, okay? You have to make sure it's in line with the idle screw, or you're going to have a lot of problems. You see that? You see the idle screw? It has to be in line with it, or you're going to end up with major problems. So, let's stick her in there with the idle screw. Alright, there we go. Let's get her in there. Come on. Try to get her lined up, it's the fun part. There we go. There we go. Alright, so let's take the idle screwage, get a little bit of spray on it. There we go. Let's stick her back in there. Alright, let's get her back in there. I'm hoping I ain't got to polish off the damn ram here to keep it nice and smooth, because it might be a burr in there I don't see. So now, see how she's not open? We're going to run her in just a little bit until she starts to open it just a smidgen. Now she starts to open it just a smidgen. Right there is where I want it. Alright. I'm not going to go any further than that. Okay. See, I'm not going to go any further than that. See the actual, come on phone. See the collapsed part right there? That's all I'm going to do. I don't want to go any further. Alright? So, now, we're going to stick this L boot tape back on here. See? See? Look what we got. See? Alright. Now, I'm going to stick my 9 or whatever it is piece back in there. Stick her back in here because the other carburetor I think was set for that OE7 or whatever it was, and I don't want to run that. That carburetor's never worked correctly. But this one always worked great. So, see? Make sure she's open and closing correctly. Look at that. Look, 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 look. So, I learned that from Bug 404. I watched that video earlier, and I really appreciate him for showing me that. Now we're going to stick that back in here. We're going to stick that back in here tonight and see if I can fire that pig up and see if it'll work. I'm hoping it does. Because, man, I'm going to have to buy a carburetor or something, or buy a whole engine just to get a carburetor. But Bug 404 did the video on this 2 years ago about a Mach 26 carburetor, and that's how I found it. So I figured I'd make a little up-to-date video. It showed exactly what he did. I'm just jumping off of what he did because it's a little bit more modern. You know, it's 2 years later. He did a great job. I watched it. That's how I learned this. So you guys make a video of the same and pass it on to the next person. This is how we help people. If it works, you know. But pass the information along, you know. Help one, learn one. Learn it, pass it along. Learn it, pass it along. So that's what we're going to do. So, let me stick my finger down in here and get the dirt out. Because, you know, nobody likes a stinky. So, our dirty stinky is no good. So, now, what we're going to do is, alright, let's stick this pig back down in her. Oh, baby, please work. Everything be good. Please, 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 please. Please be a good girl. Please. Alright, and then we're going to stick L screw edge back in here. See? Right there. Yeah, I'm a dork, I know it, I don't care. I have fun. As long as I have fun, that's all I care about. I hope you have fun, but if you don't, I'm sorry. I have fun. I have fun is what I'm after. Everybody's about having fun about themselves. If they can have somebody join them, great. Alright. And my dumbass put that the wrong way. I'm stupid. Alright. I gotta turn this. Let's turn this direction. There we go. Alright. Now we put the L fuel line on there. There we go. Now, to put the solenoid edge, let's put the solenoid edge on here. Come on. Okay. So, let's get you this way, this direction. Turn you over and put you here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Now, let's take 45 minutes to run this little screw in. It's a set screw. And it is so tedious. So tedious. I mean, so tedious. Yeah, here we go. This little set screw is tedious. Trying to get it on all the way and get her in there and hold the phone where people can actually see what the hell you're doing. That is hard. Come on. Level out. There we go. Come on. Please, please, please work with me. All right. It can be very tedious. It's tedious when you're doing it without the camera and stuff, trying to show it. We're getting this little thingamabobber on here. It can be very tedious because you're trying to get it straight so it'll actually function correctly with your solenoid. That's where it gets hard. You're trying to get her tightened down, and you're trying to hold a freaking tripod with a camera where people can see what you're doing. It can be tedious. So do not over tighten this. Stop, because this piece right here, if you strip it, now you're trying to find another one. You got to buy another one, you got to find another one, you got to, yeah, you got to do all that. In the meantime, your garbage is down. Because now your RC don't work, because when it does this, it won't work because it's busted. So, all right, now let's get this under here, get this under here, over here, and pull it back around over here, like so. There we go. All right, there we go. See, she's opening and closing. There we go. Watch, watch. She's opening all the way. Oh, damn thing. There we go. See? Opening all the way and closing all the way. Thank you, Bug404. Brother, I appreciate you. I watched your video. I know it was 2 years ago. I really thank you for helping me. Now my carb opening and closes. I hope it keeps working and it's not a burr or something in the metal, but I was able to get the grass and all that stuff out of there. I probably got in there when I ran without a filter because I'm a dumbass. But I really appreciate you, brother. I really do. Look at that. Open, close. Now what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to get my batteries and fire this pig up. I'm going to beat the brakes off of it. Thank you, everyone. Bug404, thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. I really do. Deuces!